The recent rain didn't just raise lake levels, it raised concerns in Johnson County. Water broke through a containment wall at a saltwater injection well and into a creek. Our Casey Norton went to Venus to see the runoff and find out what was in the water.
Home video shows white water pouring through the berm during Wednesday's rainstorm. What was supposed to be contained inside the saltwater injection well site ran through an unnamed creek. The property owner says it's not the first time the berm is broken.
It does look different, it does smell different, and we have had instances where the water that was standing in the creek has a sheen on the top of the water.
Jennifer Dunlap is worried the cloudy white water could be mixed with fracking fluids. Every day, dozens of trucks unleash fracking wastewater into a trough system. It splashes out the back of the tankers. Dunlap knows that waste is pumped into tanks and underground, but she's not sure how much sprays onto the ground, sitting there until a heavy rain pushes it all the way into her pastures.
We have had some concerns. We've had some cattle that have been sick. Of course, all the trees along the creek have died.
Video taken December 5th shows a fog running through the creek. After a year of wondering about the site, the fog was enough for Tim McCloskey to start documenting the event.
This is our creek here we have, and in the summertime there's also a lot of white haze along the sides of it after the water recedes.
The EPA says it has investigated 2 complaints. On October 13th and December 5th, it found no violations of the Clean Water Act and says rainwater that overtops the berm is not illegal. The Texas Railroad Commission says all sites are required to have containment systems in case a storage tank leaks. Runoff is only a problem if the water contains elevated chlorides that prove contact with oil and gas waste. The Railroad Commission didn't say if it tested the water from this site. The company did not return our calls, but a manager at the tanks showed News 8 how standing rainwater was pumped into those same haulers, then dropped into the well with the fracking waste. He said there has never been a breach in the earthen wall, but you can clearly identify new gravel filling a gap. Dunlap has hired a private lab to test water samples on her property.
We know that creek goes into Joe Pool Lake, which is one of the main water sources for North Texas. And I know I would not want to be having that lake contaminated.
Lab tests may not reveal any contamination, but Dunlap wants to know what's in the water, as long as it continues to flow through her pastures. Casey Norton, Channel 8 News.